How's it, guys? Welcome to Helsinki. Yeah, Finland. Come have a look at this weather. Look at that. It's not quite snowing, but it looks very snowy. I mean, there's snow on the ground. Yeah, it's thick with mist. Starting with a nice hot cup of tea. In the background here, we've got Elizabeth from MyHelsinki, and she's just showing me how to use the coffee machine. We just had a little meeting, but we are having this Good Life coffee that smells absolutely amazing.
I don't like coffee, I love the smell of coffee.
Here you go. See, us kids these days with our instant coffee, we have no idea what we're doing here. So, got to be shown by the pros. No. Elizabeth was saying that the Finns drink on average 5 cups a day. 5 cups of coffee.
Then
some of the highest consumption.
It can't be espresso based because otherwise we would be like. We usually have at all the workplaces we have at least 2 coffee breaks per day. They're about 10 minutes long. It's not by law, but it's almost like it's just a culture. Yes. So at least at my office, everybody goes for the coffee break twice. It's at 9 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. Then you might think, like, when are we working? Because we also have that lunch break. But somewhere in between.
Really productive and informative meeting with Elizabeth. Excuse me, I'm in my little echo chamber here. It smells so nice in here, these wooden floors. I think it's probably the same wood that they use in the saunas because it smells like a sauna. Which, also, not sure if you knew this, fun fact, sauna or sauna is one of the few Finnish words that has made it into almost every other language, and it has been adopted by all the other languages. Yeah, it's an essential part of Finnish lifestyle, and I'm excited to try a couple of them out. We've got plenty of vouchers, and there's one in the building apparently. Elizabeth was actually saying that it's the second most important thing after the foundations in a Finnish building. I'm just having this, lääkevää, yogurtti. My emphasis is already so wrong. You can see me in the spoon. Sav has already had hers, and she said it was absolutely delicious. I'm going to come and enjoy mine out here in what feels like nature. We were also brought some woolen socks, which I'm very stoked about, because they were actually missing from our survival kit, and very necessary, especially when you're wearing thin little guys like these. These ones are kind of thick. But also, the shoes that they've given us are from this brand called Hai, right? You might have seen yesterday. And that means shark in Finnish, which is actually pronounced the same in Dutch and Afrikaans. We know that a shark is a hai with 2 A's in Afrikaans. I'm not sure about the Dutch. These, you're not going to guess it, are, look at this. Anyone recognize the word there? Nokia? Yeah. So it turns out that Nokia is actually a place in Finland. And for those who didn't know, Nokia, the cell phone, or ex-cell phone brand, was Finnish. We are just catching a tram to go for lunch, and I mean, I'm not feeling it too much, but Sav, how do you feel about the weather?
It's bitterly cold, man. Wow.
Sav is struggling, but that's our tram 10. Sorry. One short tram ride later, and here we are, where we're coming for lunch. Yuri, we're assuming that's how you say it. We've got a reservation. Sauteed reindeer. We've gone for a cider to share. Actually, Sav ordered it, but I'm going to have some. I just want to taste a little bit of it. The Terrisari Miera 2017 blackcurrant, you said, huh? Wow, that is pungent, eh? That's nice. It did a whole little trip around my mouth there. Very nice. Roasted beetroot soup with a blue cheese cream. I'm still busy with it, but I just want to let you know that this is superb. Blue cheese cream pairs so well with the beetroot. Oh, if you guys can see there, it's actually started snowing. Just for us. Arctic char with a beurre blanc, fennel. Oh, it looks so good.
Thank you.
Barley for Sav. Thank you very much.
With apple.
Thank you.
Delicious. Thank you. I changed my mind. I want yours. Oh, it smells so good.
I know.
Everything smells so good. Clean Plate Club, of course. So good. No words, Sav says. Perfect little lunch at Yuri, and just across the way we've got this thing that we're going to now try and get a cool photo of, because the steeples disappear off into the clouds. Because to get a clear picture of this, you kind of have to come up close, otherwise you've got trees and everything everywhere. I have switched over to the 16 to 35mm lens. It's a Canon 2.8. This is one of the ones that I borrowed from Orms. Thanks Orms very much for lending these to me. And I'll show you some of the photos now if they're any good. So I'm assuming this church is called Johannes Kirken. So beautiful and still, eh? So quiet. Wow. We have come into Forum, which we have understood to be a shopping center. So far we've been pretty accurate because there's shops and it's a center. So we've hit the nail on the head a little bit, hey? Yeah. What are we looking for, Sav?
Boots.
Boots. Boots meal deal, because I can get behind that every day of the year. Some of those boots, yeah. I want to go fast, guys. I want to go real fast. Elizabeth was actually telling us about these little comics that they make. Finnish nightmares. And it's all focused around being antisocial when a stranger looks you in the eyes and smiles. Sharing an elevator with a stranger. It's quite funny. Because I mean, I get these like this. Definitely that. I've come into Elisa, which is just a cell phone place, because for some reason on my phone my data is not working. I'm using my UK SIM, my roaming thing just not working. So I came into Elisa, and Timo here is helping me out, and he's also a Slice of Matt follower. What are the odds?
Yeah, welcome to the north, man.
Thanks, it's cold. Huge props to this brand, Big Buck. I'm not sure if it's Finnish, but they've got plugs here so you can charge your stuff, and a couch for you to sit on while you wait for your girlfriend. Which is something that I've always been a huge advocate for. Isn't that right, Sav?
Yes. She was in there for 2.5 seconds.
Felt like 2.5 days. Well, looky look what we've got here. Flying tiger. Let's go. Nothing shop. Yep. Cotton buds. Get some. Why not? Still in stock. Timeless. I still need to do a full day of vlogging where I'm wearing that. It's coming, Lola. We're now popping into the Moomin shop, and Moomin is a very famous Finnish character. Long story, but basically these are little Moomins. That's a Moomin. It was a little cartoon done by a lady named Tova, I forget her surname, but she was writing about pretty serious things before the war, and she was almost censored a little bit because she was writing about serious topics. She decided she was going to do children's books because then it labeled her as fantasy, so she could write whatever she wanted. So it was for children, but it had a deeper meaning. So very cool, interesting fact there. This is a big forum. Hey, Sav?
This place is a bit overwhelming for us season shoppers.
Yeah, us season shoppers. This is the stuff that we're going to get some of later. Salmiakki mix. Salmiakki. No, thank you. The licorice. We're going to do a tasting. Finnish candies. We've got to Lakupala. Oh, I'm already butchering all the words. Even in the supermarket, Moomin everything. Moomin candies, Moomin something down there, Moomin biscuits, Moomin cocoa, Moomin. There's the beautiful public library, Odi, probably Odi. The city was gifted it by the country or the citizens of the Helsinkians or the what did she say?
Well, city government asked everybody what they wanted to celebrate 100 years of independence from Russia, and everyone said a public library, but she was saying that in a way it's almost a gift to themselves because it's obviously the taxpayers' money, so that's how they view it. So it's something that they gave to themselves as citizens.
Yeah, it's beautiful. We're going to go check it out one of these days. And then over there, this was the masterpiece of what was his name? Alvar. This was the masterpiece of the famous Finnish designer, but apparently it's got its little crutches because it's made of marble, but the marble doesn't deal so well with the wet conditions, so they have to restore it every 10 years. And this is our apartment block here. I think we're that one. Walking on our first bit of snow since we got here. A fun fact, this noise of walking on fresh snow is actually called crump. Someone has woken up from their little nap. And we're going to start getting ready. That's you. Yes, you. We're going to start getting ready for dinner. It is nice and dark out now. I've just done some work on the laptop, emails and ting. But I wanted to show you guys this lamp that was designed by a designer who is going blind or is losing his sight. This lamp and this lamp. And these are colloquially known in some parts of the world as SAD lamps. Because if you guys know about SAD, the seasonal affective disorder or something like that. And this one mimics daylight, and the designer says that even though he can't really see the light, he can actually feel when it's on him, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, these have been proven to lift people's, oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, improve their moods during the dark winter months when you don't get, I mean, we're lucky at the moment. We've got 8+ hours of sunlight, I think. But in peak winter, obviously, they're not getting that. In all these far north countries, the light almost looks like natural light coming through the bottom. So much so that yesterday I thought that the sun had risen at about 10 in the evening. Got a real bit of not South African action right here. Snowplow, moving snow, or a bulldozer. I think that's what we'd call that, a bulldozer, yeah. The place that we have chosen for dinner tonight from our little book of vouchers is Restaurant Saslik. They are famous for their blini and their bear. So, there's the blini. What? What do they have? Borscht. Oh, Vorschmack. Yeah, I really want to try that actually. I really want to try Vorschmack. I'm not sure if I mentioned, but this is actually a Russian cuisine place. It's a full-on bear rug. I wonder if that's real. That's gnarly. But yeah, this place is Russian cuisine because Finland once belonged to Russia and Sweden. Because I'm not going to remember the name of this or how to say it. This is the beer that I'm getting. Hamovniki Venskoye. It's a lager old. It's a Russian lager beer. I'm getting, I know we're in Finland, but I'm getting a Russian beer because we had a Russian restaurant. So here we go. Here's the beer.
It's greeting from the kitchen.
Oh,
and
fantastic.
That's
Thank you.
With spruce sprout mayo.
Okay, thank you. The Slice of Matt food report. Those were both delicious. I had Sam's because it was fish. This is delicious. They call it a Z&T. It's a gin and tonic, but it's with vodka and lime. And this beer is also really nice. It's quite a dark one, you can see. I really like the bottle. I don't know why. I mean, I think I know why. It's because it's an odd-shaped bottle. But it actually, in this light, it looks a bit like olive oil. Okay, here we go. This is the famous Vorschmack. So, it is Finnish, but it's originally from Poland. And what it's made from is ground
beef, lamb, and anchovies. Anchovy for the sauciness.
Yeah.
As far as I know from one, we watched a show on Finnish food. Like they almost cure it for like 3 or 4 days or something like that.
Yeah, it cooks for a while.
Yeah, it's quite
But so this one as well, not only does it have the beef, the lamb, and the anchovies, it's also got bear, which is the Saslik specialty. He did.
He said berry.
No, he said bear. Yeah, he said berry. Enjoy it. Okay, we've got the whole shebang here.
We got the elk shoulder. So
Elk
it's
shoulder.
First cooked very long. Then
Yeah.
we shred it.
Yeah.
Then we press it as a block.
Okay.
And then we put the lard on top it, and it goes to the oven. And the lard melts inside the cube, so it should be very succulent.
Delicious.
And then there's some cranberry chutney and onion
Fantastic.
sauce.
So the ANS restaurants, they have a bunch of restaurants, that's where we are, and they've got this little booklet. It's so cool, they've got a bunch of Finnish phrases in here, welcome, good evening, and they've got I love you. Do you know what I love you is?
What?
I love you is Olut Kiitos.
Kiitos. Do.
Two?
Cake dough on the bottom, then we put some vanilla ice cream on it, then some strawberry sherbet, and then we sugarcoat the whole thing. Then it goes to the oven, so it's warm on top, cold inside, yin yang, man and woman, and everything like that.
So we got ourselves a baked Alaska, which I have no idea what it is. Oh, Sam knew what it was, but it's It's like meringue, ice creamy, sherbety, cakey, hot, cold, yin yang. Oh, that's wild. This is Tsar Nicholas II, I think. It's the guy that my dad says I look like when I get a moustache. We've come out of the restaurant and it's nice and misty, foggy, moody. Not as foggy as it could get, but...
And only about minus infinity.
Yeah, so I'm still feeling the cold. The food at Saslik was really good, really good. I'm not sure if I reported back on any of the individual meals, but everything was quite delicious. Sav enjoyed all of her food, I enjoyed all of mine. There was a lot of it.
Quite cool, like it might seem a bit kitsch on first glance, but actually it's just very traditional and heavily influenced by the Russian influence here, which is actually it's quite nice to see that being celebrated at least.
Yeah, a little bit different. But now we're running around with the camera. We've got some time. We've got some... Oh, this is a great block. So this block with all these lights going down, these street lights are really cool as well, all the ring ones. But this block with the lights going down left and right will look really cool. Still using the wide lens. I've just decided to leave this one on here and hopefully we'll get something nice. As you guys know, when there's a wet floor, what do you get? Oh, angry little dogs, that's what you get. You get puddles and reflections. Look, you see there? You can see the reflection of that already. Yeah, I'm hurrying up, jeez. To get home, we have to come back past Johann's Kiketsberg, or whatever it's called, and it's all lit up, which I think is going to be really cool for a photo. So, here we go again. I have to be careful in my excitement though, because this is all super slippery, icy conditions. It's so cool. We're going to catch a tram home and we need to take the number 10 in the direction of that rapper Lil Hoplax. Let me sign off here quickly before I undress for my shower. Sav's already in bed. I haven't even looked at my photos from today, but I'm going to do that first thing in the morning so that I'm prepped and ready for what's happening with my camera. And like, I haven't shot photographs in so long that I don't even know if I even took them. It's the big button on the front, right? It's usually how it works. Anyway, tomorrow what we've got going on is a lot more stuff. In the evening we're going to an ice hockey game. That's right, ice hockey. I'm very excited. I've never gone to a full game before. Or actually any game. I think I've watched some training. That's about it. Anyway, we'll check you then for another ice hockey game of Matt.